Adan Mendoza is the sheriff of Santa Fe County. He's with us now. Sheriff, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Sheriff, this was a lot of evidence that was released. It was videos, it was interrogations, there were text messages. It was a lot of evidence. What was your intention in releasing all of this information at this point?
Well, I think the main point is that it was a public records request that we are required to release the information, but it was also an attempt to be transparent in the investigation.
Were you under an obligation to release it right now?
Not right now. There is time frames that we're subject to and release the information. When we do get a public records request, it took us some time. As you can see, it's a tremendous amount of information, so it took us some time to put it together, and we tried to release it as soon as we had everything together and we had an avenue to release the information.
There is a lot of evidence here, as mentioned by Hoda, and I know you are awaiting further evidence to determine whether criminal charges could be filed here, but you know, there's a spectrum. There's sloppiness on a movie set that leads to a terrible, tragic accident. And then there is negligence that rises to the level of criminal negligence. Where on the spectrum do you see this leading right now, given the tremendous amount of evidence you have in your experience?
Well, I think that that's going to be up to the district attorney to review all the evidence that's provided. The investigative case right now is 200+ pages, so there is a lot of information. We're still waiting on the forensics from the FBI crime lab, along with the final report from the Office of the Medical Investigator, and there's a few things that we have to shore up with the investigation. So it's hard to determine right now the route that the case is going to go. I've said this before. I think there was complacency on the set. There was disorganization and a degree of negligence. Whether that rises to a criminal level, that'll be up to the district attorney.
Well, one thing is clear. Alec Baldwin himself said in an interview that he does not feel responsible for what happened on that set. What do you make of that statement?
Well, I think whether he's responsible or not will be up to the district attorney's office.
The key issue here is how live ammunition got onto that set. You have a tremendous amount of evidence here. Do you have an answer now as to how live ammunition got onto a movie set when it should have never been there in the first place?
Well, that was one of the key things that we were looking into, but right now no one's come forward and admitted to bringing the live rounds onto the movie set. There was information from text messages that was concerning based on the fact that live ammo was spoke about and was possibly used on a prior movie set, but that was just a few months before the Rust movie set and production began, so that is concerning.
You mentioned that it will be up to the district attorney to determine whether there are criminal charges. Let me put it to you this way. Is there anything in this evidence that suggests to you that you could rule out criminal charges at this point?
I think that's too early to tell. Again, one of the key things that we're waiting for is the forensics on the firearm and the munitions and the latent print and DNA analysis from the FBI crime lab. That's a key component. So it's too early to rule anything out right now. I don't think anybody's off the hook when it comes to criminal charges. And again, we'll work in conjunction with the district attorney's office to try to determine that.
Sheriff Adan Mendoza up early with us. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.